Hello, everybody, and welcome to Malibu Pacific Church Podcast. Hey, if you haven't listened to this past week's sermon yet, press pause now and go listen to that sermon so this podcast makes a little more sense. But hey, we're not going to tell you how to live your life. You're already here listening to the podcast. It's me, Joel.
And I'm Andy. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, hey, we are in our brand new series and brand new month. One of my favorite times of the year. I mean, besides Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah, exactly. See,
Joel's a big Christmas. A little inside joke.
Yeah, it's okay. You know,
Joel's a big Christmas guy. Joel started getting ready for Christmas July 5th.
Yeah, it's Christmas season. You know, the back half of the year. So
he's been preparing.
Absolutely. Wait till you see our decorations this year. They come out before Halloween. Hey, so we are in our Be Rich season, which is so exciting. This is our...
But seriously, it is one of my favorite times.
It is.
And we'll talk about it here. Yeah. Because what we're doing and what we see people doing. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is our fourth season of Be Rich.
Nice.
And I just want to say one of our I love this, is that it starts with this giving part. There's three pieces to it: give, serve, love. And week one is give, and it's been this $39.95, and I think next year, because of inflation and everything, maybe $44.95.
There you go.
You know, maybe $42.95.
I don't know.
No,
whatever.
Okay, $39.95 works.
Just sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah. We got a coupon for
the amount isn't the issue, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, the issue is that we're just all doing it and 100% participation. That's the goal. That's the win.
Absolutely. And throughout the years, we've raised we put all the numbers together, and this was Operation Christmas Child with all the money that was given to Thanksgiving meals, Be Rich, to our Be Rich partners, over $65,000.
Wow. Well done, Malibu Pacific Church. Yeah, when you do a little over a long period of time, there's a big return. So that's a big impact.
Yeah, we're definitely eating an elephant right now.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, one bite at a time. It's so good. So we start this new series with Be Rich, and I got to say, I have heard the sermon, pieces of it before, some new little spins here and there too. And I just, I laugh because the way that, you start talking about stuff, and the way, if you ever know a rich person, and people are like, well, maybe I do know a rich person. I mean, we live in Malibu. We might be a rich person ourselves, which we're, Andy is kind of hinting at.
We are.
And I laugh with the closet. You show the closet and whole thing of clothes there, and you turn around, I have nothing to wear. It's so true. I think we've all been there. Or, yeah, I have a car, so that's like, you're already in the what percentile in the world?
You're in the 1 percentile of the world. There's over 7 billion people in the world. Mm-hmm. The average income is $2 a day. If you make $45,000, just Google all this, everybody.
Yeah.
Combined income, you are in the 1 percentile of wealth in the world. Wow. Because the average person is making $2 a day. What they sell that day on the side of the street is what they're going to use to eat that night. Yeah. So we have so much. Yeah. Yeah,
we definitely do. And then you start talking about, well, I have a car and I have a house for my car. I just, even talking today, we have some staff meetings that happened throughout the week and things like that. And, someone was mentioning too of like, we were just talking about if you were able to brush your teeth this morning with a faucet.
Oh, that's right.
It's like, hey.
Water comes out of this thing.
You're doing all right.
In your house, yeah. You're doing okay.
Yeah, my house is too cold because the HVAC was set too low.
Yeah.
You're doing okay.
Yeah.
But with all that said, there's this big invitation at the very end for $39.95. And, can you explain where that really came from, the $39.95? I know you've mentioned it's just like a random number, but
no. This is North Point Community Church. I did it when I was pastoring a church, when I was a strategic partner with North Point. We did it for 7-8 years there, and I don't know how long North Point's been doing it, but I just thought it was a great idea that we were partners. I was going to say we stole from them, but actually all the partner churches were doing it. Yeah. My understanding, about 400 churches in the United States, we're all doing this and pretty much preaching the same sermon. And it's Andy Stanley's idea, and just he really makes fun of all of us, that how rich we are, and I just think it's brilliant. So I love the idea behind the idea, which is let's just do it. And it got kind of quiet at the end. And let's put it into practice.
Yeah.
And one thing that we noticed, Joel noticed this, we had a lot of people that had not signed up for online giving yet, and this was the first time that they were doing it. So if anything, it creates let's just put it into practice, even if it's just a small amount, $39.95. I do make fun that it's really not that much because you can't even buy a cup of coffee in Malibu for $39.95. So
yeah, and don't get me started on getting a pastry.
oh my God.
Gosh, that was really funny.
You're out of a coffee house for $75 for a coffee and a pastry in Malibu. So anyway.
Free tip.
It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. But anyway, it's I think North Point's been doing it for about 15 years. And we as strategic partners that were connected to North Point, we all did it also all in the same time. Andy Stanley has all these sermons online. Some years I would preach it. Some years we would just put it on video and Andy would be live at our church. It was pretty cool. Then he would say, all right, I'm going to now give it to the host pastor. I learned a lot, actually, multi-sites and everything. He would do that sermon right there, and then he would say, okay, the host pastors are going to get up now and explain to you what your next step is.
Awesome.
And we would get up, and I would get up for the next 10 minutes and explain kind of what I did the whole time. So I just love the idea of it's not theory. We're not just going to church today.
Yeah.
And it's something I can do.
Yeah.
And it primes the generosity pump a little bit.
Totally.
Just do $39.95 and see what happens.
Yeah.
So that's where it came from. And I just brought the idea to Malibu Pacific. I don't know what you think. You're the new one on it. Maybe we don't do it anymore, but it's just something
I think
that
it's
it just
brilliant.
injects in the local church.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely brilliant because it's that $39.95, and I have two stories, which is really fun. One of my kids wanted to give, and they have a parent bank, and they don't have $39.95 in it. You know, they have $8 because every time that they get a little bit of money, like we save, we put money aside. They donate in children's ministry or at the church, stuff like that. Here's their dollars from their $10 a week allowance kind of a deal. And my daughter, my middle daughter, was like, I don't have $39.95. I can't help. And I went, every penny helps. And she's like, I can give $3.95. Does $3.95 help?
Nice.
And so I was like, she gave $4 out of her $10 allowance this week. And I was like, you just gave 40%. Thank you.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? And I was like, think about it. You had $10, right?
That's really great. That's great parenting, everybody.
It's all Shannon. I was like, let's go to McDonald's. No, I'm totally kidding.
That's great parenting. Seriously, that's really great.
And that was really awesome. And then at the end of the sermon, which was one of my favorites, you were saying, can we give more than $39.95?
Are we allowed to give more than $39.95? Is it just $39.95?
And you could hear the,
what happened?
Just crickets. I have no idea. It was one of these moments of like, I just can we? I don't know. Can we?
Is it okay?
Yeah. Am I going to get in trouble?
Can I get $50?
Yes.
We're still analyzing that as a staff. You can be generous. So if anybody has any insights on that, why I got real quiet at the end of the service, please let us know.
Would love
Joel
that.
at MalibuPacific.church.
Yeah, we'd love to have a conversation because it was one of those like,
I don't know.
Was it confusing? Was it? I don't know. It was just because I will say, man, a lot of generous people. I don't know who, but I know I've heard through the grapevine. There's a lot of people that gave more than $39.95. And since you're listening to this podcast, can I just reveal a little bit of? You don't know where we're sitting at the very end of all this, but we obviously record this before the next Sunday, and we are already sitting around $10,000 of the $12,000 that we are trying to receive for Kaya Community Church. And so we just want to say thank you so much for your generosity. And that all happened within, ready for this, 5 to 10 minutes after both services. So let's just say,
can you believe that?
It took it took a half hour.
Yeah.
At most.
Yeah.
Raised $10,000.
Boom. With $39.95. Some people gave more. Some gave $4. Somebody gave hundreds of dollars. Yes. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So and the cool thing was that just using the words 100% participation.
Yeah.
I think that was not just strategic, but that's beautiful because that is what church is.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we want 100%, participation. We want everybody to be on board with this because that's what we are doing. Not that's what some people are doing.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. It's like, no, we as Malibu Pacific Church are supporting.
That's good. Average church in America, I think it's funded by 4 to 6% of the people give 94% of the budget.
Okay.
So that's an average church in America. So another thing that we're teaching everybody, it's a we, all of us. We are all giving, no matter what we can, a little bit. When we do a little, we can make sure a lot gets done. So, I just think that was another thing that happened. The reason why I like Be Rich is because it's 100% participation. This is what we're all doing, and we don't want to depend on, 6 wealthy individuals to support this entire church. It's our church, and all of us can contribute a little bit.
Absolutely. And when you're generous in those ways, you're just going to see the return on investment. Let's be really honest.
Yeah.
Down at Kayak Community Church, we're really excited to share this as well. They're going to be with us this Sunday. So that's kind of a big surprise too. Terrell and his whole family are going to be here, but they're going to be driving all the way up the entire church. And it's like, 20 to 30 people. But this is the thing is that all of them will be here on Sunday, and we're going to do a reveal of that final number for the check. So if you're listening right now and it's still that first week, please go to malibupacific.church/berich. Every single penny goes to Kaya Church. No other administration fees or anything.
No administration fees. Directly. Straight shot.
Directly to them. And so in these 3 weeks, Andy, the give, serve, and love, it feels like your passion with like the give week, even though you light up like crazy when you get to hand over the big check because that's like celebration mode, Andy, and it's super fun. But there's like this passion behind you and I've noticed this for the 4 years of the giving week to really set up Be Rich, because I feel like you're getting everybody on the same bus. Like that's just really like no matter where you're at, whether you have 5 garages, 1 garage, 10 cars, 0 cars. Hey, we're all rich in some way. And I think that is a really great thing to do. Do you notice when you're preaching like that you're getting everybody on the same bus and really like you're talking to the richest of the rich and the poorest of the poor, like, and you're talking to everybody equally?
About halfway through the sermon, I was like, "Uh-oh, this isn't landing well. I'm in Malibu."
Oh no.
The response was a little different here. So, if you have any insights on that culturally, that would be helpful. But I'm passionate about it because, like I said on Sunday, our hearts are connected to our stuff. That's why Jesus talked more about things and stuff than any other subject, and being generous. Because wherever your treasure is, that is where your heart. So we're really talking about people's hearts. And I get passionate about it because as a pastor, as a leader, it's great seeing people's growth in this area because they're trusting Jesus a lot more. They're taking a step of trust in him.
Gotcha.
And that's, in my mind, it's not about the $39.95. It's not about Be Rich. Is that you took a step of giving your stuff away, and your heart is starting to be opened up, and your life is starting to be changed, and you are starting to look like the character of Christ. So that's exciting to me. So we're not talking about money. I know there's a whole sermon on that, so you don't need to. I don't need to get into all that. But anyway, that's why I get excited, because the reason why I got into ministry is to help people find Jesus and start following him, and they grow in their faith and they become disciples of Christ. And so being generous is like being a Christ follower. You're looking more like Jesus. I guess overall, it's like, this is why I got into this, is to help change people's lives.
Yeah.
And that's why I get excited.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about money. We're talking about people's lives that are being changed.
Another favorite moment, I was able to be outside afterwards and help people with, the digital giving.
This was crazy. I told Joel, I said, there's going to be 4 or 5.
4 or 5. I'm like, no.
A couple of 20s, a couple of credit cards.
Yeah, you had to get like a fast pass to come back like 6 hours later. It was awesome. It's like, come back between the hours of 4 and 5. No, and just one person in particular, I'm like, all right, $39.95, here you go. And they're like, you know what? Let's do 2 of those. Let's do 2 $39. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. And they're like, oh, I got to be honest with myself. I can do 3. And it wasn't, and I was like, no, let's do 2.
Whatever you want.
And it wasn't like a guilt moment. They're like, and they're like, no. And it was really funny. Like, I don't feel guilty. I know I can do 3.
Oh, that's good.
And it was them like, it wasn't like the guilt that was pressed on. It was them wrestling with their own heart and going, I know I can do 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you sure? They're like, yes, 110%. And so they did 3 right there. And I was just like, wow.
I love that story. I love that story.
It was just one of those great moments because it was it's practical.
Yeah, it's practical. And ministry was happening actually outside in our patio. Yeah. They were trying to apply it.
Yes.
I didn't know that was happening. That's really good.
So that was a really fun after the first service right there. So if you came to the second service, it's not about you.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Hey, so we have our Be Rich session number 2 right around the corner this Sunday, 9:30 and 11 o'clock. We have guest preacher, Dr. Terrell Sales is going to be everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
He's just good.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's real good.
I really like him.
Yeah, he's a good one. And on top of that, Kaya Church is here, and we are in our serve section. So get ready. We are going to be writing some letters to every civic member or civic. What were the words you used?
People who work in our
in Malibu. Yeah,
in Malibu. Yeah. Teachers, principals, vice principals,
city hall.
Administrators,
firefighters, sheriffs, all that kind of stuff. Because we really need to get our permits approved. It's the only reason why we do it. Totally kidding. No, we actually, I don't know if you know this, but Malibu Pacific Church is for Malibu.
Everybody
in every story. And we're for Malibu. Like that's the thing. And it's really fun going around town. Like, hey, you're the church that sends us letters. We are that church that sends us letters. Yep, and we give out snacks, and we are just known that we are for people, not against them. And so this Sunday, come and get ready to write a letter or 2 and be praying for these awesome civic leaders inside of Malibu.
And just to let everybody know, we'll have it all ready for them.
Yes. So you don't have to bring your own stationery, pens, or anything like that. We'll have it all labeled, tell you exactly who you're writing to.
Yep.
Easy peasy. Just need 2 to 5 minutes of your time to brighten somebody else's day. And yes, you can write more than one. And yes, you can give more than $139.95.
I should use that this week. Can you write more than one thank you note?
No. Yeah, just see if it's quiet. What is going on? Oh, totally. And so we will be presenting the check to Kaya Community Church and the Sales family as well. So this is a Sunday that you don't want to miss out. This is a great Sunday to be here. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite everybody, and let's celebrate together this wave of generosity. So with that said, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button right now. Share this podcast with somebody who needs to hear it. Other than that, if you loved the sermon or even hated the sermon, say it, send it to somebody, have a conversation with them, ask them what it is to be rich in their life, and then invite them online to watch or on site to just be a part of what's going on here at Malibu Pacific Church. With that said, everybody, have an amazing week. Until next time, see ya.
Take care.